Thank you for coming back. This is Now You're Cooking with Yolanda Rogers Ballard. Today is a special segment. We're going to be shooting a live coverage for a competition that Paula Deen is hosting with regards to Philadelphia cream cheese. And I'm going to try to enter this contest, so wish me luck. And anyhow, in the recipe is the steps to make the cheesecake, and I'll read them to you as I go. What I'm going to do first of all is start out with the Philadelphia cream cheese. I'm going to use 1 block. Once I get the 1 block open, my next step is going to be to add in my additional ingredients. Mix them all in together. I'm going to use my mixer as well. It calls for a ½ teaspoon of lemon extract and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Regardless to whether you like to use imitation vanilla extract or pure vanilla extract, that's up to you. I generally use pure. Check your expiration dates, however, because pure vanilla extract will run out on the shelf life quicker than the regular extract that you find, or the imitation. Start my whipping process or melting process with the cheese, cream cheese. Then next it calls for the 3 egg whites. I've already done so. Just going to pour the egg whites in there. Some cheesecake recipes call for the yolks or the full egg, but this one I'm using the egg whites. Right now it's kind of wishy because I'm trying to stir it around with the wooden spoon, but I need to get my mixer out at this point. I'm just trying to show you my ingredients real quick. Then of course you want to use, the best sweetened condensed milk that you can, which for me is Eagle brand. Don't have to use Eagle brand, you can use a store type. You want to make sure it's got a nice creamy rich flavor and texture. Check the expiration date on your evaporated and your sweetened condensed type milks, but this is sweetened condensed, just one of the small cans. They usually sell it in just these little small cans like this. They're about 14 ounces. And you can take your spatula and dig the rest of it out. Watch your hand if you have your lid still on there. Of course we like to recycle, so I'm going to save this for later. Rinse it out and recycle it. And then, y'all, as Paula would like to say, I think I'm going to use my Paula Deen accent for a little bit here. What y'all think? Then I'm going to put in my 1/3 cup of fresh squeezed lemon juice. I've already squeezed it. I'm pouring it in. I'm going to mix this up, y'all, and we'll be right back. Hello, and we are back. And we have a pre-made graham cracker shell. You can buy these in your local store. Usually I like to make mine from scratch, but when you're pressed for time, do what you can. Or if you don't want to, be bothered with making them, because they're kind of hard to make, and make sure that they stay in place. But before I use my graham cracker crust on my cheesecakes, I generally like to take and brush them with a little brown sugar and butter or margarine. So I've already got some melted down, and I just take and brush it on there. Usually just a couple of tablespoons of butter or margarine, and then a couple of tablespoons of brown sugar. And again, you just melt it down in the microwave for a little bit. Put that in there. It gives the graham cracker crust a little bit more zip and zang, a little more flavor, because it can be a little bland. And now we can see that our pie shell has been baking for about 2 to 3 minutes. Again, I put a couple of tablespoons of butter and brown sugar just to sweeten it up and to give it a really nice crisp flavor and buttery taste to the shell. And it looks a little bumpy and buttery and things like that, but that's fine. That's what you want. Now we can take and put in our pie filling. Got it all mixed up here. You may need 2 pie shells. If you want another pie shell, that's fine, but I would suggest that you get a smaller pie shell than this particular size, or you can get a couple of the small shells, the small pie shells or graham cracker pie shells, because you really are not going to have too much more left over for a whole pie shell. You can get even you can even use the Oreo chocolate type of pie shell if you want to. Now we're going to take our shell with our pie filling and bake it. And the recipe calls for just chilling it in the refrigerator. I like to bake my cheesecakes, so I usually bake mine anywhere from 20 minutes to 40 minutes, just depending on how much mixture you have in there and how brown you want the top coating. You don't want it to be too brown, but you want it to be to a consistency that when you shake the pie, it's not going to move or shake or come out of place or undone. So that's anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes, sometimes up to 40 minutes if you like a little brown coating on yours. But you know, just keep that in mind, and when we come back, we'll be able to taste our delicious pie and our filling, and y'all come back now. Hello, I'm back. It's Yolanda, or Sassy, and just want to show you the finished product. This is my cheesecake. And again, you don't have to bake yours, or if you do decide to bake yours, you don't have to bake yours as long as I do, but I like to put a little either cherry topping or strawberry toppings on mine. My family tends to like strawberry. I'm more of a cherry topping. And then a little whipped cream. And then that's our beautiful pie. We will taste our beautiful pie, but wanted to just let you know that I am entering this contest with Miss Paula Dean, and for the Philadelphia Cream Cheese Women of Philly contest, and I am hoping that I am one of the candidates and the individuals that get to go and represent my recipe. But just wanted to let you all know that I'm looking forward to tasting some of this pie, and just like Paula would say, you know what, I bet it's the best pie around. Thank you. Hey y'all, I just had to come back in and give me a little taste of my pie. What's the sense in making it if you don't eat it? Like Paula would say, tell you what, it's the best ever. It's delicious. Alrighty. See y'all later. Get ready to finish up my pie. Bye y'all.